Good evening. I'm Daniel Kellogg, President of Young Concert Artists, and welcome to the Winners Concert for the 2020 Young Concert Artists International Auditions. Yesterday, thousands of people from around the world tuned in to hear 10 finalists perform. We are so very thankful for their performances and for their participation in the final auditions. We're very thankful for the jury from the preliminary round and the semifinal round, and of course, the final round. Yesterday, our final auditions jury included Barbara Allen, Alessio Box, Janae Bridges, Eugene Drucker, Wolfram Kessel, Tara Helen O'Connor, Rawson Milanov, Orly Shaham, Weston Sprott, Michael Stern, Howard Watkins, and Susan Wadsworth, founder of Young Concert Artists. The jury selected 3 first prize winners this year. These young people will join our roster, and we will begin to work with them this week. The 3 winners are mezzo-soprano Megan Moore, bass baritone William Sokoloff, and pianist Zhu Wang. We are thrilled for these young people, so grateful to get to know them, to have them join our family, and to begin to work with them to help build their careers. We offer a hearty congratulations. Everyone at YCA is excited. This evening, we'll actually invite them out in a few minutes to perform for us, and then we'll get a chance to talk with each of them, visit with them a little bit. And while some of the YCA special prizes and concert presenter annual performance prizes will be decided at a later date, we will tell you the ones that we know already. So, let's get to some music. It is a great pleasure to welcome bass baritone William Sokoloff and his pianist, I've got to find exactly where I have it, Gracie Francis. Thank you.
ask thy beauty from the eager eye. Hast thou a thought to hide from field and town in some deep current of the sunlit brow? There's a restive ripple, and the swift red leaf September's firstlings fast adrift. Wouldst thou away, dear stream, come whisper near? I also of much resting have a fear. Let me tomorrow thy companion be, by fall and shallow to the adventurous sea. Stern von Stern gewinnen, hat mir gelacht gedacht, hinaus in dunkle Schranken. Mir Trost gebracht die Schläge meines Herzens. des Schmerzens war angefacht Mitternacht. Kämpft ich die Schlacht Menschheit deine Leiden. Nicht konnt ich sie mit meiner Macht die Macht in deine Hand gegeben. Herr über Tod und Leben. Du hältst die Wacht, du hältst die Wacht, du hältst die Wacht This is thy hour, O soul, thy free flight into the wordless. Pondering the themes thou lovest best. Night, sleep,
William, congratulations.
Thank you.
I find your voice, your performance is deeply moving, and this is the fourth time I've gotten to hear you sing, and I'm thrilled
Thank you very
that you're
much.
joining our roster.
Happy to be joining.
I know we visited a little bit over the last few days, and if I remember correctly, you said this is some of the first performing in front of people you've done in months. Is that correct?
Oh, it's definitely the first performing I've done since March, since the first week of March. Yeah.
Did it feel a little strange to come in September and for the first time sing in front of a few people in person?
Absolutely. Yeah, it felt very strange, but in a joyous way. I feel like in auditions, it's really easy to stress out about like how you sounded. Oh, did we like land together on that chord? Did I flub the high note? But I just remember in that first audition, I couldn't really self-analyze because I kind of just felt joyful to be singing, which I guess is the point. Yeah.
I think that we all got that. And I can tell you that at each of the different rounds, the jury that got to hear the in-person auditions just felt like it was this most moving experience to hear music again.
Thank you.
I think it may be one of the first times the jury is as deeply appreciative for the opportunity as the young artists are to be auditioning. So thank you. My next question is just simply, we talked also about what this meant for you to join the roster. What were some aspirations you have with what you hope to do musically? And I wonder if you could share some of that.
Well, I'm so excited to be joining the roster. I think in classical singing, there's kind of a dwindling number of people who have the opportunity to do recital frequently. And as somebody who's very passionate about that, I feel very excited to be joining the ranks of many singers who I have looked up to my entire musical life. I mean, thinking about being on the same roster as Dawn Upshaw and as Bill Sharp and people like this and people like Julia Bullock singing today, it really excites me, and I feel really humbled to be doing that and to share recital with more people.
Oh, well, wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
certainly the repertoire that you've brought to the audition suggests quite a range and interest. And I'm curious, what makes a song right for you to perform on stage?
Well, firstly, does it fit my voice? I'm not so caught up whether like this song is for bass baritone or this is for baritone or even for mezzo or sometimes even soprano. I look at the tessitura of a piece first and I'm like, okay, I think I could manage that. And I feel really connected to this text, whether that be a text by Rückert or by Underwood or by Whitman, I feel connected to texts that have some kind of that implore an audience or implore the speaker to engage with people in some way and engage in a larger universal way, but specifically. But definitely I look to see if I connect with the text and with if it's feasible to even sing, which these pieces have a wide range of voices that sing them. I think the only one that is really specific to my voice type is the Aucoin, A Clear Midnight. But Um Mitternacht, I mean, many famous sopranos, mezzos, and basses and baritones have sung the Rückert-Lieder. And with Ives, I mean, that music is so, I don't want to say amorphous, but can fit any voice that really wants to sing it, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you. Well, I was going to ask one question about the Ives because I'm just dying to ask it. I know that you were a fellow at Tanglewood, and I'm curious if you intentionally went to the Housatonic at Stockbridge.
I have been there many times, and I would get coffee there multiple times a week.
Were you already performing this song
no,
at that time?
I actually wasn't. I knew that the song like existed in the ether of an Ives collection somewhere, like in that big volume of like the Ives 114 songs. But I didn't really, I think until my second year at Tanglewood, connect that I'm like, oh, that's the place that like I'm at right now. And I think it definitely helps in singing it because I have a very clear, vivid image of standing on this little bridge that is at kind of like the opening to the sound of the Housatonic River in West Stockbridge, Massachusetts.
Well, your performance of it is very powerful.
Thank you.
So I'm going to share with you some of the prizes and performances right now. We are delighted for the support of our many board members, donors, foundations, and performing arts presenters who have committed to offering prizes to this year's winners in the form of support of their debut concerts, concerto, recital, and chamber music performances, as well as career development support. You will hear some of these awards announced today, and then others will come later. So William, you have been awarded the Alexander Kazakasser Concert Prize, which provides underwriting support for the Kennedy Center debut of a first prize winner. This was established by the Honorable Mary Mashari and is awarded today by Washington board members Chair Gilon Korn and Michelle Kreisel. You've also received the Bridgehampton Chamber Music Festival Prize, awarded by Maria Martin, Artistic Director, and the University of Florida Performing Arts Prize, awarded by Brian Jose, Director. So, William, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for performing for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll offer a welcome again to all of those who are joining us online. We are at the DiMenna Center. We're going to have a brief moment of changing the stage, and then Zhu Wang will be out to perform. Thank you. Zhu, congratulations.
Thank you very
It
much.
is wonderful to welcome you to our roster.
Thank you.
Zhu, I've had the pleasure of seeing you perform several times now, and I find this infectious joy that you find in making music. It's unabashed, it's just authentic, and I just wanted to tell you that that brings me such pleasure every time I see you play.
Thank you very much.
The first question I wanted to ask is, you told me recently that your favorite opera is Strauss's Rosenkavalier, is that right?
Yeah, that is correct.
What do you love about it?
This is actually the last opera that I saw before the COVID, before the Met shut down. And that was like last December, so like exactly like 1 year ago. And I didn't know this opera too well before, but when I heard until the second act, especially when the orchestra started playing the waltz suite, and I just immediately fell in love with it. And the harmony, the instrumentation that Strauss bring to this opera is just fantastic and so gorgeous.
So you also told me that this transcription, which I think is not very well known, you didn't know about it at all at the time that you saw this opera and fell in love with the opera. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, I discovered this transcription by Australian pianist Percy Granger this July, so just several months ago. And I was, locked down because of COVID, and I was just, trying to find some pieces to learn. And I just, accidentally discovered this piece, and I just said, why not, find this piece earlier? And I should definitely play it, because he did such a fantastic job just to put all the, you hear that civil rose motif, right? He bring that to the piano writing, and including last love duet in the third act. So yeah, that's how I found out this piece, and started playing it.
Have you done many transcriptions or played other pieces from opera?
No, actually, I think this is my first opera transcription that I played. But because this piece just reminded me so much about, the time that I can still kind of ramble into the concert halls and to enjoy the live performances, and just bring me such a nostalgic and a little bit bittersweet feeling, And I hope, this piece can actually bring a very positive message to the future.
Oh, thank you. Well, it was a beautiful performance and a beautiful transcription. When we think about the program here, there's quite a range of expression. And you also played a piece by Elliott Carter in our preliminary round with tremendous conviction, rhythmic energy, and skill. And I'm so impressed with the range of repertoire that you seem to master so easily. And I'm curious, is there a part of the repertoire that you feel most drawn towards?
I'm trying to be a more variable performer these days, but the piece of music that just draw me into the professional piano study is Mozart. This is the first CD I bought was Uchida's Mozart Piano Sonatas, and that's the CD that I hear every day, basically when I was very, very young. So I feel just naturally very, very connected to Mozart and some other early romantic and classical composers. That I think is the field that I feel most strong about. But like I said, I am trying to be a musician that can do everything, and I'm so glad that you like the color.
Well, I have to say that I don't think I'd be able to pick which repertoire you love the most based on how well you play it all. The last question, then I'll tell you the performance prizes that we have for you. Is just tell us a little bit about what it was like to learn the news that you had received a first prize for the YCA auditions.
I have to say, I was shocked and surprised, and then I felt tremendous emotional after that because I didn't get to play for live performances for half a year now, and these 2 rounds just made me feel so fulfilled, and my friend said to me, just play your heart out, and I tried, and so I felt very, 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 very emotional after I heard the news that I got in, because I knew I know YCA is for a very, very long time, I witnessed so many good friends who entered the organization they all tell me good things about it. And so this is definitely a dream come true moment. And I'm so grateful for everything.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you, Zhu. So I'm very pleased, Zhu, to say that you are the recipient of the Stern Young Artist Development Award, which is supported by the Linda and Isaac Stern Foundation. That's a fun one. You and I will talk about that soon. You also are the recipient of the Buffalo Chamber Music Society Prize, awarded by Clementina Fleschler, Executive Director, and the Harriman Jewell Series Prize, a concert engagement in Kansas City, awarded by Clark Morris, Executive and Artistic Director, and the Hayden's Ferry Chamber Music Series Prize, a concert engagement in Tempe, awarded by Catherine Hayden, President, and the Sunday Musicale Prize, a concert engagement in New Jersey, awarded by the Greenspans and Albenbergs, and Germany's Usedom Music Festival Prize, awarded by Thomas Hummel, Intendant, and the Vancouver Recital Society Prize, awarded by Lila Getz, Founder and Artistic Director. So Zhu, congratulations.
Thank you very, very much.
So again, we will reset the piano and the microphones, and we'll be back with our last performers, mezzo-soprano Megan Moore and pianist Francesco Barfoot. Thanks.
Good evening. Tonight, Francesco and I will first perform a song in Swedish, which is about a person longing for a better time, escaping to the past through their memories. Second, we will perform a song in Danish from Francesco's home country of Denmark, which is about the rejection of the materialistic trappings of life for the embrace of one true heart's connection. Then we will perform a piece from Lynx's Amplify series. It was commissioned in 2018 and features text by a then 8-year-old boy with nonverbal autism. And finally, Blitzstein's Stay in My Arms, we believe will speak to you for itself. to work. Want my voice 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 to work. So sorry my body won't cooperate. So sorry my body won't cooperate. I am trying my best. I am trying my best, but my body won't listen to my brain. But my body won't listen to my brain. But my body won't listen to my brain. I think I have a lucky family. Because they have me. Because they have me as a son. Because they have me as a son. Because they have me as a son.
Megan, congratulations, and thank you for the very beautiful performances.
Thank you so much.
It's so evident in everything that you've sung tonight and in all the other rounds that you have a deep belief in the power of song and what it can communicate, the stories that it can tell. I just love it, so thank you.
Thank you.
The first question I want to ask, I'll start with a general question, then I'll ask about the Links project, but have you had a chance to perform much for people in the last few months?
No. All but one of my chances have been through YCA.
Okay. Well, what has it been like? Has it been strange, peculiar, wonderful?
I would say all of the above. It's been an incredible gift and something I haven't taken for granted in any of the 4 opportunities I've had to sing thanks to YCA. I remember when Francesco and I went in for the semifinal, I felt so nervous, and Francesco said it's like riding a bike. You might not do it for a while, but you remember once you get out there, and he was right. It's wonderful to be back on stage and to share with people, so thank you for all you've done to make it happen.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you. So you are actually the founder of Links, is that correct?
A co-founder, yes.
Co-founder, okay. So first tell us what Links is, and then I'll ask about the Amplify project.
Yes. Links is an art song organization that's 5 years old now. I founded it in 2015 along with Caitlin Kahn and 2 other alumni from Eastman, Stephen and Florence. We believed in the power of song to unite communities, and we believed that there were new possibilities for song that weren't being currently explored. So we founded Links Project, and the 5 years have been amazing. We started one of our most successful initiatives, which is the Amplify series, which features songs with texts by youth with nonverbal autism. And that world was opened up to me through my sister, who works with children with primarily non-speaking autism, but other disabilities as well, through a new method of education, which can lead to communication, called the rapid prompting method. And when I started to learn of her work with individuals that I would have otherwise thought to have not had much going on in their brains, I was so moved by how wrong I was, and I came to Caitlin and I said, I think we have something here that can really be amazing, and we're starting our 4th round of commissions. Actually, they're in the works right now.
It's incredible. It's a real example of when song can actually tell a story in a different way. And Absolutely. I know that the jury at each of the rounds was really moved to tears to hear this particular piece, Lucky. We didn't have an opportunity, I think once we had an opportunity to hear one of the other ones, but it's a very limited situation. It's just a deeply moving
Yes, well,
piece.
there's many more, and I look forward to hopefully sharing more of them with you in the future. And it's such a beautiful piece by Joel David Balzan. The music is by Joel, the text is by Luke Burke, and I'm just so grateful to both of them for allowing me this beautiful piece. I've gotten to sing it 4 times now through YCA, and it's been a privilege, so I'm so grateful to them.
Well, that's great. My last question is, the jury commented just how wonderful your diction was and how well you work with languages, and you've not picked easy languages. And I imagine actually even beyond the repertoire that you sang throughout the audition process, you've probably tackled all kinds of other languages. How do you approach a new language in a song?
I absolutely love languages, and I love learning new languages. I think really embracing someone's language is one of the best gifts you can give them. And through song is what, my passion is song. And so to do both at the same time is an incredible gift. And I just love to really listen to the sounds and figure out how they're supposed to be. And I just find it to be a really fun challenge. And I find it really fun to embrace music that people don't know. I didn't know this Danish song until a couple of weeks ago, essentially. And I find that there's so much music out there that we don't know is there. And I am really passionate about seeking that out, whatever language that may be.
What's the hardest language you've had to learn, and how does English rank against the hard languages to sing?
Well, I don't know how I could rank English because I've been doing it my whole life.
Okay, fair enough.
Danish was not easy. I think maybe Danish. Sorry, Francesco.
With Sibelius, have you done Finnish songs or just the ones set in Swedish?
No, I have not sung in Finnish. I've heard that's extremely, extremely hard. It's a challenge I'd be interested in. But my friend Karin, she worked with me a lot on the Swedish diction. I've had a lot of help with the Swedish. I've been singing that for a little over a year. The Swedish is sort of similar to German. It's not quite as hard as the Danish.
Well, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful job.
Thank you so much.
Megan, I'm delighted to share with you and our audience that you have been awarded performances by the Friends of Music Concert Prize, an engagement in Sleepy Hollow, New York, awarded by Rosella Rano, chairman of the program committee, and the Cranert Center for the Performing Arts, awarded by Mike Ross, director, and the Try I Noon Recitals Prize, a concert engagement at Rockefeller University in New York City, awarded by John Gerlach, director. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you, William, Zhu, and Megan, and the pianists, their pianists, for performing tonight. I'm going to wrap up the evening in just a couple of minutes. It really meant the world for us at YCA to find a way to have these auditions. For the young people that we serve, the entire performing arts world has been turned upside down. Most concert halls are closed. There are no live audiences or in-person audiences. And they're at that moment in their life where they're looking forward with all of their passion and energy in seeing their lives unfold as they hoped. And so for us, it was just everything to find a way to do it. And we're so glad we did. It was moving for them. It was moving for the jury, certainly moving for the YCA family as a whole. So thank you for being part of it. Thank you for watching from home. We would be delighted to have you learn more about us. Our website is www.yca.org. We have many wonderful artists on the roster, each unique, thrilling, just extraordinary performers. And we hope you'll take the time to get to know them, join our mailing list, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, or follow us on Facebook. So when we have new performances, you can follow those. We have something coming up on December 9th. Aristo Sham will play his debut recital. But thank you for joining us this evening. I also just, again, want to thank the staff, all of the artists who performed in our auditions, the jury. A special thanks for Susan Wadsworth, our founder, for our board of directors in New York, led by Michael Ambler, our board of directors in Washington, led by Gilon Korn, the donors that specifically gave to support the auditions, especially our benefactors Carol Donlin and Mike Lubin and Anne-Marie McDermott. And thank you all for joining us. Good night.